I'm Stuart Thompson, editor of Digital TV Europe. I'm here with Wim Ponnet, who is Chief Strategy and Commercial Officer at Endemol Shine Group. Wim, we're here at Cable Congress. We're hearing a lot more about cable platform operators in general getting involved in original content. How much interest, how much opportunity do you see from platform operators engaging in commissioning, acquiring original content?
So, as Endemol Shine Group, in 2017, we produced original content for over 270 different platforms. So, I would say there definitely is an interest. Obviously, bigger players like the Netflixes, the Amazons, the YouTubes, the Apples are all launching in this space. I think for sort of the more smaller and more traditional cable operators, it's probably a little bit more difficult. We have produced for them. We've had commissions in some of our markets. We've had Brussels, which was a scripted format commissioned by KPN in the Netherlands. I think what it all boils down to in the end is budgets. I think the interest is definitely there. Content is costly. And I think cable operators are actually waking up to the model and understand that having IP and investing in IP and content is more and more important. So we see that as an IP owner and as a content producer, definitely as a growing opportunity.
Now you mentioned budget. What other challenges do operators face in getting involved in this game?
So I think it probably varies a little bit by operator. I think scale is important. I think in the bigger markets like the US, etc., you see obviously cable operators invest in their own content platforms. You don't see that everywhere else necessarily. When you see the investment from operators like Verizon or Comcast, and even the recent interest I think from Comcast in platforms like Sky, that obviously is going to continue. I think we're going to see more consolidation there. And if you are really operating your own content platform and you're putting content out there, I think you're going to have to invest in content. And I think on a sort of a global scale, if you look at the Netflixes, the Amazons, they spend a lot of money on content, but Comcast through NBC and their international platforms are definitely out there as well. So I think it's a question of scale. If as a cable operator you have the right scale, this is definitely an area you should be playing in.
Do you see any examples of cable and pay TV operators collaborating to deliver that necessary scale to get involved in content?
So I think when you talk co-development, I think there are platforms like Sky, for example, in the UK, where we do that, and where actually we collaborate with Sky we have a format called Tin Star, which is on Sky Atlantic, and then is actually diffused in the US on Amazon Prime. For cable operators, we don't really see that happening yet, as of yet, but I'm sure that as the market consolidates and as actually the importance of content to keep users engaged, that's only going to become more and more important. So wait and see. We don't really see the proof points at the moment, but I think there's an opportunity there.
For you as Endemol Shine, how much opportunity do you see coming from this market, and is there anything you can do to stimulate it?
So as a content producer and an IP owner, I've never been more excited actually about this space at the moment. We see more and more commissioners of content, and actually almost in a way we are self-publishing some of our back catalog on platforms like Amazon, YouTube, Roku, Facebook now as well, and we're seeing increased monetization from that. So that is an opportunity. And then I think when you see the big budgets, when you see Apple starting to get into commissioning, Facebook starting to get in there, telcos all trying to build up their own platforms and keeping the users and also the data on their platforms. For us, this is very exciting. I mean, it basically means more pipes to fill with amazing content. So we're very excited about that.
Wim, thanks very much.
You're welcome. Thanks, Stuart.
Thanks.